I'm talking about, y'all, I'm running full speed. I'm talking about the max speed that I can run. I mean, I'm hitting it because I can't mess this day up. It's teacher-parent conference day. I can't blow this day, okay? So I'm like, I need to make sure I'm staying straight through the clear all times. So I happen to glance one more time, and look, this girl is running like her life depended on it. She was running like if I took something that was so sentimental to her, the way she was running, and I mean, she was looking at me like, when I get you, when I catch you, you mine. But I knew that if I run up inside this principal office, ain't nothing gonna happen, and you finna be caught again. So boom, 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 I hit the corner, open up the door, ran right into the office. She comes straight to the door, and she stops. I'm like, yeah, come in. So the lady, she looking, she like, what's going on? I'm like, this girl. So she's looking over like, what girl? Right? Like, lady, come from around the desk to see. Like, she like, what? Like who? I'm like, I need to talk to the principal or to my counselor dean. So she was like, okay, what? Just calm down. What just happened? I'm like, this girl, she keep bullying me and my friends. See how I spent it? I'm like, she keep bullying me and my friends. So she like, oh, what's her name? I'm like, her name Dorothy. I'm like, me and her have second period together and lunch. I'm like, she just left the office. So she was like, she had a black shirt on. I'm like, yes. She like, hold on. So boom, she went back there and got the principal for me. So she comes and she said, hey, the principal want to see you. Boom, I walk back there. So he got his door open and he's sitting there, he's having a cup of coffee. And he's looking at me like, Roshan, right? I'm like, yes. I'm like, listen, I know this look bad and it's not my fault. I'm like, this girl keep bullying me. He like, why she keep bullying you? Just like, what make her want to bully just you? I'm like, she not bullying just me. I'm like, she's bullying other people. And so he like, well, nobody else never said anything. I'm like, because they probably scared of her. I'm like, but she be bullying a lot of people. I'm like, I can even show you the gas. She even tried to take his chips out his hand, right? I'm trying to explain and let him get some type of sense of direction, like where I'm trying to drag this thing. The girl is a bully, okay? And I don't got time. So I'm sitting there like, I'm not lying though. So he's like, I'm not saying that you're lying. But why when you see her, you just don't go the other way? I'm like, she just chased me to the office. He like, she chased you? I'm like, yes, I was running in the hallway all the way here. I even went up the stairs. I went all the way around just to come to the office. He like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to do something about it. I might have to sit down with your mom and dad, sit down with her mother and father. So I'm like, but that's what I'm trying to prevent. I'm like, but I don't want my mama to be mad at me. He like, well, if you didn't do nothing, your mom would not be mad at you. See, here's the deal. My mom is not an ordinary mom. She's not a mom that just will come there and be like, oh, well, you know what? Stuff happens and let's just do something about it and let's fix it. And she's actually siding with me like that. No, my mama gonna be like, you can't excuse it. Wasn't no problems. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. Ain't nobody gonna believe. Like, my mama look at me totally different. It ain't gonna balance. It ain't gonna work like that's even. So I'm like, please. I'm like, because my mom not gonna believe me. I'm like, even if I am telling the truth. So he was like, so what you suppose we do? I'm like, maybe suspend her. He like, suspend her. She comes back. And y'all still get it. So what you think? I know what I think we should do. He like, I have an idea. I'm like, okay. He like, you have any more ideas? I'm like, no. He like, well, I think that y'all should do 1 hour of after school where y'all sitting in a classroom facing each other in a desk. So I'm like, huh? He like, yeah, just y'all two, nobody else. I'm like, but she gonna try to fight me. Like, I'm trying to drill this in this man's head. She's gonna want to fight me, and I don't want to fight. Plus, even if I would like have a one-on-one with her, that would be a lot of energy. This girl is big. Like, she could be a linebacker. She could be on the football team. Like, this ain't no, I don't even think y'all got cheerleader outfits in her size. Like, I don't even think a regular, no. She was super tall, but she was thick. She was healthy. She was plump. You feel me? So it was like, that's a lot of energy, you know, to be up there tussling with this girl. Because I be tussling, and we in a classroom by ourselves. For me, it was a complete no. It was a complete, flat out, no hesitations, no need to think about it or sleep on it. It was a hard no. So I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So he like, okay, so that means you have another idea what you think we should do. I'm like, maybe you, the counselor, and the dean, everybody talk to us. So let me get this correct. You want me to stop them from working and focusing on, because you know it's other students in the school, Roshan. I'm like, I understand. So you guys don't think you guys could just talk it out and hash it out? I'm like, if you be there, he like, okay, I tell you what. We're going to give this a try. You come tomorrow and we all talk. Me, you, and Dorothy. We're going to set up some rules. And if anybody break that rule, they will be in trouble. Do that sounds fair? I'm like, that sounds fair. So the bill have wrong, okay? The bill have wrong. The bill has wrong. I just got to stress it out of fourth period. I missed third period. I got the trainer pressuring me. I got this man taking my grade down. He talking about I'm at a solid D. It's teacher parent conference. My mama talking about she could be at 4. We get out way before 4. So it's like, I got a lot going on. Okay, anxiety level is up the roof. My heart is crying. My chest is hurting. Okay, like, so I'm like, I'm straight up, I'm not going to hold y'all. I told him, I say, well, can you walk me to my class? Straight like that. He like, well, I can write you, you know, a note, letting them know why you was absent for this little bit. And I was like, no, because what if Dorothy out there waiting on me? So he was like, she should be in her class. I'm like, but she probably not in her class. I'm like, she's actually probably waiting on me because she want to fight me. And so he like, I have a question for you before we leave out. I'm like, yeah. He like, did you throw that juice at her? I'm like, no, I didn't throw no juice. He like, because she had juice in her hair and she said that it was you that threw the juice. I'm like, it wasn't me. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm like, she just tried to come over the table and just run all the way down there and try to fight. Like, I'm trying to, like, be innocent, right? Like, try to act like Ray Charles. Like, ooh, I don't know nothing. I ain't see jack. I ain't see doodly squat. Straight up, I ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing, Steven. I'm trying to play blind. So he was like, okay. He like, well, we'll talk. Because I don't see who would want to do that. Because it's only y'all two that's going back and forth. So it had to be you, because who else could it be? I'm like, she bullied a lot of people. So you're like, okay, we'll get to the bottom of it tomorrow. I said, okay. So like, come on, I'm going to walk you to your class. He like, what period you at? So I tell him. Boom, this man, he goes upstairs. He see people in the hallway. When they see him, they all busting like flies, like running like flies, like busting right out the crowd, like phew, 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 phew. He like, yeah, they supposed to be in class. I'm like, see, like, probably gonna have to start back doing rounds again. Where's the security guards? He trying to see, like, where's the security guards? Because they supposed to be watching the hallway. It's people out there in the hallway, people by the water fountain, standing in front of the bathroom, not even going in there. They just, like, posted up by the bathroom. You posted up by the bathroom. Like, what? So, boo, we end up making it in my class. Now, mind you, I got 5th period with Marky. So he like, all right. So he asked the teacher, he tell the teacher, like, through the window, like, to come in. So she signaled, like, or whatever, and boom, she walks and was talking to the principal. So the principal ended up saying, like, go ahead, go to your seat or whatever. I go, so Marky like, I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, so I'm loud. I'm like, Dorothy was, you know what I'm saying, chasing me. So everybody like, what? I'm like, bro. He like, yo, why you ain't put the works on or what? Why you ain't put the work? No, I'm not finna sit there. It's teacher parent conference day. That's what I was focusing on. I was more scared of my mom than a grade, than anything else. I just knew that everything had to be right. So he like, man, look, we could run up on her after school. I'm like, no, like we running away from her. She run up, we run away. He like, I ain't running. So the teacher, boom, she shuts the door. She like, everybody settle down. Roshan, please do not come in here disrupting. Please sit down. You have a lot to catch up. You have missed 2 papers. I'm like, I ain't even been going that long. Like 2 days is just not my day. I ain't even been going that. It ain't even been 15 minutes. It wasn't even that long. In case it was, but it didn't feel long to me. So she gave me my paper. She like, make sure you do front and back. All right, cool. It wasn't a lot of questions, so I'm doing this stuff. So I raised my hand. I'm like, because the second page was a little bit more difficult. So I was like, can we use our book, you know what I'm saying, to find an answer? So she said, no, because we have a quiz coming up. So she said, no, she like, this is a very big part of your grade. This is going to close out your grade for this quarter. So I'm like, oh my God. So Marky like, so I look at him. He like, you are help? So she like, excuse, Mark, are you okay? He like, no, I need help with something. And so she like, what you need help with? He like, I was just stuck at this one question. So she was like, well, give your best answer, right? She like, don't leave it blank. Give your best answer. At least get close to the answer. I will still give you a half a point. So she's talking to Marky. So I was like, oh, you ain't tell me that. That's a little bit of a favoritism, I felt like. So boom, he look at me like, so I see all of a sudden, I see the girl passing something down. So I'm thinking Marky got like, he wrote like a little note or wrote the answers. So they're like, hey, yeah. So I go, boom, I grab the paper. This is that's the whole subject, the whole paper, the whole assignment. So he like, so he grabbed his other paper like, so I'm like, oh, so I took mine and then I passed it and they passed it back down and gave it to him, right? So he like, I'm like, what? So he write his name. He like, put our names up. So he blurbing this out to the teacher. He like, so put our names on that. She like, how else I would know it's your paper? He like, oh, I just wanted to know. But whole time he talking to me, he doing the underlay for the overlay. You feel me? So I'm like, oh, like it finally clicked to me. So I'm writing my name on the paper. So basically Marky did that whole page, did the whole such. So I'm straight. So I know I'm going to pass this with flying colors. He does the paper I gave him because I was stuck. I ain't even started. I was still stuck in number one. Like, what? I don't understand. But then as we passed our papers up, she was like, so guys, did you feel that the papers was easy or was it hard or extremely hard? How do you guys feel? So I like that because she used to always ask us questions. You know what I'm saying? She always wanted to know, like, what we feeling. And I liked it that. And so I was like, it was hard for me, but I'm like, I actually figured out. She's like, well, it shouldn't have been that hard for you guys because this is something that we've been working on throughout these few weeks, right? Or whatnot. So I'm sitting there, so boom, the bell rings. We jet out, right? So we in the hallway. So Marky like, yo, so here come all Marky friends. They just always huddled up around Marky. So Marky like, you want to go find Dorothy? I'm like, no, I don't want to go find her. He like, yeah, let's go find her. I'm like, no. He like, I'm finna walk you to your locker. So boom, we go downstairs. He walks me to my locker, right? As we approach in my locker, I see Dorothy. Yo, like, she just awoke. Stop. I see, I'm like, bro, let's turn around. So Marky people's like, no, it's just her. Like, no, I don't want to be caught in a situation at all, or Marky, because if he go down, I'm definitely going down. So I'm like, come on. So I hurried up and turn around. She breaks running. She like, oh no. She like, you think you can run from me? What the no. So I'm running. So Marky like, I'm not gonna run. The security guard comes from the side. Boom. Turn around like, hey. No running. I'm like, yeah, she following us. He like, hey, go that way. She like, my class that way though. He like, well, go all the way around. Go up the stairs and just go all around. It won't hurt. She like, so what that's supposed to mean? He like, I just want to keep you guys separated. This was the same security guard that was in front of the door at the lunchroom. So boom, we end up finishing the whole day, and it's time for us to get ready to go. Now, mind you, it's some parents that's up there early already, you know, getting the grade, talking to the teachers. And so I'm like, man, I'm nervous because, like, the time kind of flew by. Like, it's like when you're in trouble or you nervous about some time, just flies by. Boom, we have a perfect success. Leaving out, we don't see Dorothy. We ain't got no trouble going on. Roosevelt like, hey, like, what y'all got going on? I'm like, hey, no, I'm finna go home. He like, hey, I got my grades. He like, my grades good. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I could be on the team. So I'm like, oh, that's cute. He like, what about you? I'm like, I won't know. He like, I'm like, I won't know until later, right? All right, boom, we all separate. No Dorothy in sight. We go to our bus stop, me and Marky, we by ourselves. Augie didn't even walk with me. Augie went the other way. So it's just like, it threw me so off because Dorothy was right there. So she like, yeah, I knew your bus stop was there. So Marky like, man, we finna have to fight her. I'm like, I'm nervous. Like, no. I'm like, Dorothy, I don't want to fight you. I'm like, the principal gonna talk to us tomorrow. She like, for what? I'm like, because I told on us that we keep getting into it. She like, nah, you threw that juice. I'm like, I didn't throw no juice. I'm like, and you also hit my brother. I said, hell, what you do that for? Because he wanted to jump in our business. So Marky like, put your hands up. Put your hands up though. I'm like, no. I'm like, look, just chill. So I see our bus. I'm like, Dorothy, I'm like, do not swing. She like, I ain't gonna swing. I thought you was tough. Throw that juice. You got another juice? Throw that juice. So I'm like, I didn't throw the juice. She say, yes, you did. She like, cause you laughed. I saw you. You laughed. I'm like, I did not throw the juice. So boom, the bus, boom, pulls up. So I'm like, I'm getting on the bus. So as I'm getting on the bus, Marky goes first. I go right behind Marky. She straight kick me, bro. She kicks me. The bus driver hurry up and shut the door, but a piece of her foot got stuck in the door, and she snatched it out, and the bus driver pulled off. I'm like, she just kicked me. Like, yo, I'm on there with her. Just watch. So boom, we end up going home. My mom is there. She got Boom Man from school early. This man sitting in the living room eating chicken nuggets, fries. He got chocolate chip cookies. He like, I've been doing good in school. You been doing good in school and you been missing a lot of days. Because my mama felt in that. Like, she was always bringing him late. And she didn't care about it. So late that the people was not even in the hallway anymore to give her a tardy slip. That's how late. And they would just claim that he was absent. But he was there to do the work. So it's like he passed, but he was absent for 45 days. And then they'll try to hold him. So she was trying to get better with that. But he was so excited that he got good grades. But in my mind, I'm like, they're probably going to hold you back because she always late and always early grabbing you or coming at, you could have stayed in school. Like, I used to be salty because of the favoritism that she had with him. Like, it used to kill me. So she like, y'all get ready in a couple of hours because I'm definitely going up there to your school. So I'm like, you said 4? It's like almost 4. So boom, I'm nervous. I'm in the room. I'm nervous. My phone going off. I don't want to talk to nobody. Because right now I'm nervous. My nerves going through the roof. So my mom called me and Marky name. She says, anything y'all want to tell me before I get up in this school? I'm not going to look stupid nor dumb or be embarrassed.